Yeah, how's Canada?
Canada is freezing cold, man. It's minus 20 today,
Minus
Celsius.
minus fucking 20.
Celsius, which is for those in the US, Fahrenheit is like minus one or minus two, something like that.
Holy cow! Yeah, we're
It's
getting
cold.
ready for that tour. It's gonna be cold too. We're ready. I got my jacket. Let's go.
So let's talk about this Go Ahead and Die tour, first headlining tour for you guys. 55-day headlining tour. I mean, for you guys, it's either go big or go home.
That's I think that's how we like, man. You know, like you said, go big or go home. You know, it's like well, we never tour. You know, this is it's a brand new uh, band or whatever you want to side project, whatever you call it. But it's exciting because we already had one record, which you talk about it, and we finished the second one, got really good feedback from it, and this music is created for live. You know, this especially this band it's all about the live performance. It's all about the energy, the balls out metal, in your face, sweaty, dirty, grit. You know, and smaller venues. A lot of those shows are smaller, which I love. You get really connected with your audience. You get really close to your fans. Um, and I'm that kind of guy, man. You know, through the years, everybody knows my love of metal and my love of underground never change. And this is, to me, it's I get to be a kid again. Go Ahead and that makes me a teenage again. Which is great. I love that I get this opportunity.
I have to ask you this question because I talked to Igor when the album came out, and I posted on social media that for those like me that have been dying to hear the follow up to Point Blank from you guys, this album has a little bit of that same vibe. Do you see this album being a little bit like Nail Bomb's follow up that never happened, and this album kind of scratches that itch, if you will?
Yeah, by the way, I saw your review. Thank you. It was a great review, and I totally agree with you. Like, you know, in a unconscious way, we didn't do that with the intention of being a continuation of Nail Bomb, but because of, I don't know, because of the vibe. I think the way Nail Bomb was created, and the way Go Ahead and Die was created is a bit similar. It's like the kind of like I don't give a shit attitude. There's nobody is really watching us, so we don't care. We can do whatever we want. We're not. We know this album is not gonna win a Grammy, so who gives a fuck? Let's fucking go. We do whatever we want. It's like the most freedom you can feel making a record. Like, there's nobody in the label like you going, I need a hit single, you know. We need this song needs to be on the radio. There's none of that. There's none, zero. People didn't even knew we were recording. And those are like the best, most fun records you can make because there's zero pressure from the outside, and you just really just get, like I said, like get to be back at the utmost inner child in you comes to life, just like it did when I made Nail Bomb, which was a complete. I was very innocent and just trying to create with Alex something that resembles. We like Ministry, but we wanted Ministry to be heavier, so we made our own heavier Ministry. And Go Ahead and Die is the same kind of feeling. It's the combination of the also the generations. I think you have me with my taste and my generational things, and you have Igor with his things and the stuff that he likes a bit different from mine. I think when you put those two together, I think you feel the two of us. We come from two different generations, but it's so fun to do that with my son and to build this project with him, and especially this record. I gave him the key of the cars. You drive the car now. I'm done. I'm done driving the car. You know, like I've been doing that for Soulfly Cavalera, Conspiracy. This one is like, here's the keys, you drive it, I just sit in the back and chill. Which was kind of what I did on the record. He wrote most of the lyrics, most of the riffs. I just kind of like joined the party, and had fun with it, which was great. And I think he did an amazing job for a young guy to create such a substantial record. This record for me feels. I made a comment. It feels like one of the most savage things I've been involved with my whole career was this the new Go Ahead and Die. It's just raw, in your face.
Yeah, it's gnarly,
unapologetic, nasty, gnarly kind of record. And it felt to me as one of the most one of the rawest things I've done with my music. So it feels great that I get to share that with him, and now we get to take that on tour, which I think it's amazing.
When you look at his contributions on the debut record, and you look at the contributions now, considering you gave him the keys to the house, are you impressed? I know you're proud, but are you impressed of his own growth as a musician that he's been able to showcase in this band?
Yeah, and I think that was the kind of key thing for me was actually to watch that development. I knew he had it in him, but I wanted to push him in the same way that I was pushed when I was making my records, like Arise. When Scott Burns was pushing me when I made Chaos AD, I had Andy Wallace pushing get that stuff out of me. That was my intention, was to have the same thing with him. So that's why I let him produce the album, and was like, majority of your ideas, I just, like I said, I'll contribute, I'll be part of it, but I don't want to be the leader. I don't want to be the guy calling all the shots. Like, I want to be more in the background. And even when we play live, I think people don't know this, but Igor is going to be in the center. I'm on the side of the stage. My microphone is going to be to the either left side or right side. So he's in the center, man, which is great. It to me is a break from always being the front man, the main thing. I get to do something now that I'm in a different position, and I get to watch his development. And besides being proud, I think more than proud, I'm impressed with the maturity that he achieved on this record. And he will be ready for the live show. I know that he's a total pro. He's even more pro than me. I think he prepares more than me, which is he really takes it serious, man, which is great. And then we have also Jackie playing bass, which is first band that I have a female in the band with me, like that. Never I saw Tom doing. And that was kind of cool. It's like, oh, if Tom do it, I can probably do it too, So I was being influenced by my man Warrior on this one, and it's great. I think it's cool having a girl on the stage with us. Something I never had in my life before. If people want to check out something different from Max, come watch Go Ahead and Die. You get to see some new things you've never seen before, and it's a cool set list. Really, really power. It's a powerhouse.
Is the set list going to be more the new record, or is going to be a blend of both albums?
More new record. I think we're playing the whole new record, which I don't know. I like it more. I think it was more mature.
Yeah, me too.
More focused, more mature, more interesting. The first one was like like a business card, like this is us. The second one, I feel this is more like our Ride the Lightning of Go Ahead and Die style. This is like we mature. We went one step further, and so that's why we're gonna play majority the whole new record, the whole Unhealthy Mechanism, and then a lot of songs from the first album, and a couple surprises too, which is we saved them for the show.
You know, it's really interesting that you talk about the maturity of Igor. I spoke to him for both album releases, and the way he carried himself for the first album versus the second, even for me that I'm just chatting with him, I can see a huge growth in terms of how he saw the music, how he envisioned the music, and then how he worked towards it. Seeing your kid grab the mantle and taking it, does this now become part of your legacy as well? Not just about the music that you create, but the opportunities and passing the baton to those around you to be able to do the same thing?
For sure, and it's great. You know, I think Igor to me is a very thoughtful, like almost like an old soul. You know, trapped in a young in a young body. He's full of wisdom, man, and he's deep. The conversation we have always goes into some deep stuff, and um, to watch that, watch them do that, and I got, you know, I really got best of both worlds because I get to do different music with both of my kids, and so I have Zion doing Soulfly drums, and which I will be working on in this year also on a new Soulfly record, and I get to do Go Ahead and Die with Igor. It's really like not that I want to retire, because I don't think I can. I will get in too much trouble. I'm a troublemaker by nature, and me and retirement equals problems. So it's better to stay in a band and stay playing and still making music. And I think, but I feel this great joy that they are they're their own man, they are their own persons, you know. So I really hate this stigma, like people put all this pressure sometimes in either athletes that have sons that play like them, you know, and musicians the same way, you know. And I don't, you know, I think that he has his own path, his own mind, his own journey. I just love that I get to share that with him, be part of that with him, because I already cemented my legacy. It's done, it's cemented, you know. Super proud of all the things that I achieved, and now I get to just enjoy with him. And one of the things, like, I think is cool, especially about Go Ahead and Die, is how much I really don't, you know, I could have tried to make a project, a different project with more famous people that would be like a bigger deal, you know, we be more popular, whatever. But it's not what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in that. I mean, I was interested in connecting with my kid, connecting with my son, and see what's happening in the underground and be part of the new bubbling underground that's going on in the metal world. That's why we have, you know, Body Box on tour with us, one of the new bands that I really like. And I think there's a lot of cool metal being done right now in the world, and it feels great that I get to connect with the newer generation coming up too. You know, it's amazing what you get from this music, the energy, the fire that I still feel towards this music. And I get to do with my son, which was a dream when they were born, and now it's reality. You know, it's an amazing thing, amazing journey.
You know, and that generation, this new generation, has tons of love for you. I don't know if you know this, but you know, I think it was Gloria that posted a picture when you guys introduced Jackie as part of the band, and you were wearing a Frozen Soul T-shirt, and the guys from Frozen Soul went crazy. Like, we can't believe it, he's wearing one of our T-shirts, and they went nuts that you were repping their merch. Does that bring a smile to your face that, you know, you're a metalhead, and you're not just about promoting your own material, you're also about bringing these younger bands and giving them a little bit of room for them to be able to start, you know, trailblazing their own path?
For sure. I'm a huge um, supporter of metal. You know, I always said I'm a metalhead first, musician second, because everything comes first to me as a fan. Like, I'm a fan of the music. I'm still, I still feel like a young kid that just love the metal just for what metal gives me. without anything, without any preconceptions. What I get from metal is enough for me to feel happy. It fills my heart with happiness, man. And we meet a lot of these bands on tour, and a lot of them I don't meet them, but sometimes you get a present. I think that shirt was a present from my roadie, and it was one of the Frozen Soul guys. I don't know which one. It might even be the bass player, the girl bass player. I think she brought I think she brought the shirt to the show and gave it to Oscar, my crew guy, and he gave it to me, and I was like, oh, I really like the band, So let's put it on and let's rap metal, The cool thing about that is that, it should be a thing that all of us should do it as metal musicians. I think all of us should do that. It's cool. We got helped, beginning of Sepultura career. We got, Sodom took us on tour. We went on tour with Napalm and Sick of It All, and Ministry took us on tour. Pantera took us on tour. Ozzy was great. They gave me a bunch of Ozfest. I will never forget the old man for that. Forever, grateful to Ozzy for that. And because of that, I think I never forgot that. Never forgot that lesson, that it means so much for me to be on the other side now, be the older guy now, be like the guy that helped the young bands. And I love doing that anyway. And besides that, I love the bands, I love their music. So I by the way, I didn't knew this about Frozen Soul, because I don't have media. I'm a caveman. I don't have a phone. So I don't really know.
I'll send the link to Gloria so she can share it with you. It was really cool. Like, it was the guitar player. He was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe Max is wearing one of our T-shirts." He was just going crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah, that to me, that's the beauty of metal right there. It's why we do this. It's why we play this. It's for those kind of amazing moments like that. And it's like the more the better. And I'm all for helping other bands, helping the underground, talking to people, connecting with fans. That's why this Go Ahead and Die, we have a ton of meet and greet stuff set up. And this one's gonna actually be fun, because I get to be the sheriff buzzkill, which is with the hat and he's alter ego that I created for Go Ahead and Die. So he's a sheriff that doesn't give a fuck, and he loves metal. So it's a Max Cavalera creation of, I visualize how cool it would be if one of the sheriffs was a full-on metalhead that don't give a fuck, that loves metal, plays metal, and wants to meet the fans. So I think I'm playing the last song with the hat and the sheriff shirt.
From the music video.
Right, from Druggle Cop. And I get to be Sheriff Buzzkill live in person. You get to meet him when you come to see Go Ahead and Die.
And you mentioned Jackie. Is she now part of the band full time, or you guys bring her on just for this tour?
We will hope that if it would stay. Yeah, it was she's a great bass player. She plays in her own punk band here, Jaded Elm, and which is a local band here in Phoenix. It's really punk stuff. Her and Igor, they get along great. They're very, really, connected. And this is a really good lineup. We also have Johnny, which is a great drummer, on his own. He plays a lot with Black Braid, and he's also with Igor on Healing Magic. Mm-hmm. But Johnny's like the death metal drummer. If you want to make a death metal, black metal project, Johnny's your man. And it's so cool to have him in the band. So I think we got a really cool band, a really, really stable, awesome lineup that we get to go out there and just rip it, man, from first note of the set all the way through. It's going to be balls out metal for everybody. It's going to be great.
Are you guys beyond this tour in North America? Are the festival season is just around the corner. Are you guys planning on hitting some festivals in Europe with Go Ahead and Die?
Not at the moment. We don't have anything booked. There's a couple things booked for Morbid Devastation, which I did last year with Igor. Huge success in Europe, was amazing. Awesome American tour also. I hope Canada, man. We got to go back to Canada. I don't know what the hell is going on.
I don't know what's going on. Something's got to give.
Something's got to give, man. Yeah, Canada, let us back in.
Yes,
come on,
exactly.
We need to play for Canadian fans, man.
You guys are forcing me to come down.
Yeah, and then eventually we'll do more stuff. But this year I'm very busy. Like I have to write a new Soulfly record. I'm very committed to it.
So in this year, to write Soulfly, is your plan to release at the end of the year or release like in 2025?
Yeah, 25. Yeah, this year I think I'll write it and hopefully record it. And we are hoping to really spend some time with this one and make really concentrate on it. I feel Soulfly is a very special band. It's a very special thing I have. He has aged well with time. I think it's in a unique position that a lot of people like, and I think it had created his own thing and has a huge connection with the fans. It's like it's something that I feel very proud of. Is Soulfly, and I think I need to treat this Soulfly record with even deeper respect to make the best thing I can make for this Soulfly record. So I'm gonna work hard on this one all through the year, different phases of the year, and there's a couple festivals Soulfly's playing, Rock on the Range or one of those things. And all right. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You disconnected for a bit. I mean, we gotta go soon anyways, because I'm sure you have something else after. But I'm glad that you
the other interview that was calling. So, but we're good.
Yeah. So I'm sure that's what's going on. So I just wanted to say, Max, as always, muito obrigado. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, either be about Soulfly, Go Ahead and Die, Cavalera Conspiracy, whatever it is. If you're ever thinking of planting a garden and you want to talk to somebody about it, give me a call. I'll talk to you about whatever it is that you want to talk about.
All right, my friend. We'll talk more about Soulfly later the year, okay?
All right, man. Take care. All the best.
Thanks for... Obrigado, de nada.
Obrigado. Ciao.